I'm Dana K. White of aslobcomesclean.com, and today I'm going to share with you a super quick way to break through those delusions of, I wonder if this is worth something, right? That can be a major hang up for people while they're decluttering. You run across something that either grandma said was going to be worth something someday, or that you grabbed or bought or invested in at some point thinking, oh, I'll be glad I bought that because I'll be able to sell it for something someday. And then you run across it while you're decluttering and you don't want it in your house, but you also are like, I don't know what to do with it. Oh, I'll just keep it. I'll just keep it because it's probably worth something. Just keeping it when you don't like it, not a good option. So here's a really super quick way to break through this delusion. We're going to use eBay as a tool. I am not saying to sell it on eBay. I am not even advising that you sell it at all. If you want to, great, but knowing the truth about how much something is worth or probably worth, it's amazing how often that will let me let go of something. I am going to say, this is not official science here, but I'm going to say that over 90% of the things that most people just kind of set aside because they think, oh, that's probably worth something or that could be worth something, aren't actually worth much at all. They're probably really not worth what it would take to make it worth your time to go through the hassle of actually getting that money for it. Okay? All right. So for an example, I'm going to use my boyfriend, Dean Martin. When I was a little girl, I was in love with Dean Martin because he has the handsomest voice. I'm just saying. Anyway, this was not my record. This is one that my husband had, but it's a lot like the one I had, and the one I had when I was little had lipstick marks on it because that's how in love I was with Dean Martin, because everybody loves somebody, right? I'm going to use this as an example, okay? So here we go. Let's go to ebay.com. I am going to search for exactly what it is that I have here. I have Dean Martin, Everybody, the hit version. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm putting in all the information that I have because I want to find something that is as close to exactly like what I have as possible. Okay, because if something is really valuable, it's because it has very specific qualities, very specific characteristics. So I'm going to put in as much as I know. It's not just a Dean Martin record. It's Dean Martin, Everybody Loves Somebody, and it's got this the hit version on there. Okay, so that's all the information that I have to try to find something that's exactly like this one to see how much it has sold for. So, all right, so I'm going to search that. And let's see here. Exactly like what I have. Okay, $7. Okay. Well, it's not like it's worth a ton of money, but $7 maybe. All right, but let's say I put in something else, and what I found at this point in the process was $300. And I thought, oh, $300? Oh my goodness, that's worth a lot. It does not matter yet. This page that I just went to does not actually matter. What matters is the completed listings. That is what you have to go look for, okay? So let me show you how to find the completed listings. Okay, do you see how I've got all this stuff over here on the left? Okay. I'm going to scroll way down and I'm going to look at completed items. I could look at sold items here. That would be fine because that's what I really want to know. But I'm going to look at completed items because I want to know how many people put up something exactly like what I have and it didn't sell at all. I want to get a real quick reality check. Okay. So I click on completed listings and now I'm going to see the truth about whether or not this item is worth even thinking about selling. Okay. All right. So I've got, let's see, this one here, it's in red. It didn't sell. So somebody put it up for $6 and nobody bought it. This one did sell, but it was a best offer accepted, and I doubt it was over $5.30. So we know that it was less than $5.30. Someone put it up for $8, no bids. Someone else put it up for $8. Most likely this is the same person putting it up 3 times. Okay, this one did sell for $11.50. That's great. But we can tell from all the other ones that there's no guarantee, right? Okay. Okay. So I'm getting a much better idea here of what it is that I'm looking for. Let's look at this one that sold for $11.50 and see, is there anything different about this one than mine? Okay, because it's possible I could get really excited and think, oh, if I could get $11.50 for it, then I might be willing to sell it. Okay, let's see. Is there anything different about this one? I'm going to see the original listing. I'm going to see the original listing. And okay, looks fine. But let's say that you did come across something that did sell for $300, and then other ones that were similar to it didn't sell or sold for a lot less. Look at the one that sold for a lot and see, is it in mint condition? Is it still sealed in the package? Is there something about it that's different than yours? And then you need to be super realistic about whether or not this item is actually worth your time to try to sell, okay? This quick little search that you can do, looking at the completed listings, not paying attention to what people want for it, but what people are actually paying for it, that will quickly and easily break through so many of those delusions about, that might be worth something, I might as well keep it. No, you can know in minutes, use your phone, you can know in minutes whether or not something is actually worth anything or worth your time, all right? One more thing on that. Even if you have no intention of selling it on eBay, know that on eBay, there's a much bigger audience of people who are looking for very specific things. The chances of getting the highest price for it are higher on eBay than they are on Facebook Marketplace, which is limited to certain markets or things like that. Okay, so eBay is a great way just to get a general idea of, is this thing valuable or is it not? And for that to help you get it out of your house, either by inspiring you to sell it or helping you break through your delusion and break through that decluttering paralysis of, I wonder if this is worth something, and be able to just let it go and donate it, okay? This checking of the value of this item fits into the take it there now strategy of my decluttering process, okay? If your reaction to something is, oh, I probably want to sell that, checking it is something you can do right now that helps you move forward and actually do something with that item. And one last thing, if you decide, yeah, that's really kind of worth something, I think I am going to try to sell that. Whether it's you're going to sell it on eBay, you're going to go to an auction house, you're going to have a garage sale, whatever it is, if you decide, yes, I think I am going to keep that so I can sell it, it needs to have a defined space in your home that doesn't take up the space you need to be able to live your right now life. Okay, so what area in your home can you say, this is the space that I have to devote to things that I am going to sell? Okay, is it a closet? Is it a shelf? Is it a cabinet? But let that space be the container. Let it be the limit so that you don't let these things that you think you're going to sell overtake the rest of your house and make you not able to maintain and keep your house under control. Okay. So that means if you have a designated space for things that you really think you are going to sell, it goes there. And then as that space is full and you find something else that you think you want to sell, then you look at it and say, okay, out of these things, this is all the space I have. Out of these things, this is the one that I really want to sell. And this one I don't want to sell as much. I'm going to pull it out. Or you can just, go ahead and sell it and then it's gone too. All right. So that's just a quick tip. Help you break through that very common delusion that your stuff might be worth something. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.